How to prevent childhood obesity. Obesity can lead to serious health problems like asthma, heart disease, high blood pressure, and sleep apnea. Make sure you know how to prevent it to avoid any health problems with your child. You will need exercise, healthy meals and snacks, a computer with internet access, and guidance. Step 1. Get the whole family involved in physical activity, such as bike riding, playing tag, walking, and dancing. Physical activity will increase self-esteem, strengthen bones, and reduce stress and anxiety. Step 2. Limit sedentary activities such as playing video games, watching TV, and surfing the internet. The more time children spend playing video games, the more likely they will become obese. Step 3. Provide your children with healthy meals and snacks such as fruits, vegetables, grains, lean meats, and low-fat dairy products. Avoid processed foods and sugary drinks. Step 4. Go to mypyramid.com to help your family get general diet and lifestyle recommendations. Step 5. Involve your family in planning, shopping, and preparing the meals. Sit down as a family as much as possible. Encourage your family to try a variety of foods. Step 6. Teach your children at an early age about food and nutrition so children develop healthy eating habits for life. Step 7. Set a good example for your children by making smart choices about your own lifestyle. Help prevent obesity and future chronic diseases from occurring. Did you know? Childhood obesity was the #1 health concern among parents in America, topping smoking and drug abuse between 2008 and 2010.
Obesity in America has nearly quadrupled since 1980, and nearly 1 in 3 children are overweight. Hi, my name is Morgan Wilson, and my panelist is Lorna Wolfkill, and today I'll be talking to you about childhood obesity and how we can prevent it. It's okay to tell kids no, and how they can't have this certain foods every single day, and how they just can't sit down at a screen. We need to tell them and educate them how important nutrition and physical activity is. 17% of our U.S. youth is obese, and 9.4% is children ages 2 to 5. Right now, obesity in children are continuing to rise, and at this rate, kids are predicted to live shorter lives than their parents because of health problems resulting of being obese. Some ways we might prevent this is by encouraging and providing healthy and nutritious meals for kids, and to educate students how important physical activity and nutrition education is in and out of school. This graph shows how the rate of childhood obesity has dramatically increased since 1960, and it is still on the rise if we don't prevent it. According to Dr. Grant Thompson, cardiovascular endurance in children is declining by 5% every decade, and 30 to 60% of the total natural endurance loss is a result and can be explained by the total increase of fat mass in children. In addition, kids' mile times has increased by over 1.5 minutes compared to kids 30 years ago. Obese children are 70% more likely to lead to obese adults. And in this survey, 4% of middle schools, 4% of elementary schools, 8% of middle schools, and 2% of high schools provide physical education for their students. But this survey does not take into consideration the percentages of students who actually participate in this class. Next are my 4 reasons of why physical education should be required in all schools. First, exercise is heart healthy. When we exercise, we build strong bones and muscles. It controls weight and reduces future health problems. And exercise can be anything from taking a walk around your neighborhood, or working out, or even gardening, just anything that moves your body. Next, children learn by example. When we, as the older influences, take care of our body, and move them daily, kids are more likely to do the same. Third, physical activity helps prevent childhood obesity. This quote from Bob Filner, the former governor of California, states, "Childhood obesity is best tackled at home through improved parental involvement, increased physical exercise, better diet, and restraint from eating." And lastly, physical exercise helps students focus in class. Students who participate in sports and have physical activity daily are better in concentration and maintain focus in and out of schools. Next is nutrition. Eating behaviors has changed dramatically in the past 40 years, and they are going downhill. We are eating less whole foods and eating more substitutes. Like on this graph, we are eating less refined cane sugars and eating more corn sweeteners like high fructose corn syrup. The CDC has stated, unfortunately, most children and adolescents don't follow the recommendations set forth in the dietary guidelines for Americans. And 40% of average children's intake was added sugars and solid fats, which is a major factor that is affecting the overall quality of their diets. One example of this is empty calories. Eating behaviors are greatly influenced by the children's parents and their attitude towards food. But schools also have major impacts on kids' life. So it's an important rule that schools need to initiate and teach kids the importance and how to establish healthy eating habits and about nutritious food and beverages. U.S. children spend about 7 hours, 5 days a week, and usually for 32 weeks out of a year in school. But the average time spent on teaching nutrition education isn't even 8 hours for the whole year. And 74% of schools have been eliminating nutrition education since 2014. But there are easy ways that schools can teach nutrition education. They can provide encouraging messages around school, teaching kids the importance of healthy living. Teachers can also implement small lessons throughout the day about a healthy lifestyle. And lastly, school cafeterias can provide healthy and nutritious food for their students. Preventing childhood obesity can also help children's mental health. Children with weight issues have lower self-esteem compared to kids who are at a normal weight. And healthy eating can help maintain a healthy, non-obese body weight by only consuming the necessary nutrients our body needs. More children are living a more sedentary lifestyle than ever, especially now with many schools online, and kids are parked in front of a screen. The world is at our fingertips, and we can access about anything while just sitting at home with a touch of a button. And this is just one example of why America is growing rapidly obese. But today, I'll be talking about fast food and its effect on America. Fast food is quick and cheap, which suits our fast-paced lifestyles of today. But fast food is unhealthy and filled with empty calories, which is contributing to kids' obesity. 37% of kids eat fast food every day. And this is leading to bad eating habits and obese children, according to the CDC. Children love fast food because it is quick, easy, and suits our fast-paced lifestyles of today. But kids are too young to realize that fast food isn't suitable for their overall health. This is why parents need to teach their children what foods are suitable and what foods are not. Fast food is unhealthy because it is highly processed and is very high in carbs, added sugar, unhealthy fats, and sodium. These These foods have very little nutritional value and are very high in calories. Overeating fast food can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, and of course, weight gain. There are hundreds of reasons that would motivate us to keep our bodies healthy. But have you ever thought of what God has to say about it? 1 Corinthians 10:31 states, "So whatever you eat or drink or whatever you do it for the glory of God." When we, as Christians, are living, we are showing others our desire to live our lives in a way that represents God and our faith as well. Jesus paid a high price for us, so we need to honor him with our bodies. Obesity is increasing by 3% every year, and obesity isn't fun. It's one of the highest causes of death in America. But we can stop this by applying all the things I have talked to you about today, and then we can prevent the spread of obesity. And we all know the saying, "Do as I say and not as I do," but this is simply not right. When we tell kids that they need to move their bodies and eat right, we as the older influences need to do the same. Therefore, the saying shall be, "Do as I say and as I do." Thank you.